Our next topic that still sort of pertains to tonight is with Shohei Ohtani. Speaking of streaks ending, his of uh, games in a row with an RBI was snapped at 10. But he still is obviously having a ridiculous season. You look up just about any stat, he's either leading it or near the top. Anthony, we're going to get to the question, the banner I have up here about Ohtani not necessarily being viewed as an MVP candidate by some. My first question to you is it possible that maybe Ohtani is underrated, underappreciated, one of those two?
Yeah, I saw that story today on MLB.com that sort of went through the numbers and said, is Ohtani actually underrated as an offensive player right now? I think it's easy when a guy is consistently and for a long period of time great. It is easy to take him for granted. I don't know if he's underrated, but I think he's probably getting taken for granted at this point by general baseball fans, not Dodger fans or anything like that. I mean, this is the first year that we're watching him every day. And so I think for us, it's still, we're still in that honeymoon period where we love everything that he's doing, and it's must-watch television anytime he steps into the box. But I think on the national level, he probably is a little bit taken for granted. I think people understand how great he is. So I would hesitate to call him underrated, because I think that means something different. But I think you scroll social media or you watch highlights on one of the channels, and you see that he hit another home run or he hit another 2-run double or something like that, and you go, yeah, Shohei, that's what he does, and it's almost like it's not news. And so I think he's fallen into that. There's a ton of great players, fall into that sort of situation. It's not because they're not producing; it's because they are producing. So for him, what I do think is that we should, anytime you get to watch greatness in its prime like this, in LA, Kobe Bryant comes to mind. You really gotta take a step back sometimes and appreciate what you are seeing, because he is on pace to probably turn in one of the greatest offensive seasons in this organization's history, East Coast or West Coast. And that, for as storied as this franchise is, that is just incredibly impressive. And for all of the guys that they've had who have been Hall of Fame type of offensive players, that's amazing.
Now, the second part of the Ohtani topic that we're discussing, we're going to shift away from the game tonight, is